Very well then. All obstacles to my ambitions must be removed. I'm gonna ground you into dust. Hiro hates this guy. Hates. And keep in mind, I believe that the word hate should only be used sparingly because it carries that much weight behind it, and yet Hiro hates this guy. And his fight with Getsus is very, very recent. So, of course, it's still fresh in his mind. Yeah, that seems about right. Go, murder. Let's try a sucker punch. Yeah, okay. What will that have done? I'm not even sure. Will-o-wisp this time? Alright, I might be getting too ahead of myself. Not thinking carefully enough, because I'm not thinking... I know this guy's strategy, and I'm still not planning for it properly. I don't know what the correct term would be. That sucks. Like, super luck isn't super useful anyway, but mummy sucks. I hate it so much. It's so annoying. The burn is really bugging me. Murder, if you could fight your way out of that burn, I'd be really appreciative. At least I'm using its attack stat and not mine, which, with my attack stat halved, it should still be just a little higher than mine, if I'm recalling correctly. I'm not 100% sure, though, because I can't remember what Kofagrigus' stats are. Shoot. At least I don't think this thing can actually do much against Murkrow, though, at least. Because its Shadow Ball isn't doing much. Like, Will-O-Wisp is the worst thing that happened to it. Or happened to me, rather. But I've got Roost, so I should be okay. I don't even think one more hit will do it. I'm gonna try Sucker Punch. See how much I do using my own attack with the burn up. Yeah, a little less, so I was right. Shoot. Alright, that won't knock me out. One more will, though. So let's roost a couple times. Get myself back up to full health. Sorry, I'm being super clinical about it. I wasn't kidding either. Hiro hates Getsus because I hate Getsus. I hate him. I genuinely despise this character. Like, as a character, he's fine, but as a person, I hate him. He sucks a lot. One of the worst baddies in all of Pokemon, like, in terms of just how bad they are. It's like, he doesn't even have any, like, pretend noble purpose behind what he does. He literally just wanted to have all the power for himself and make everybody else completely unable to stand up to him. That's it. And he... I mean, I don't want to spoil anything in case you guys haven't played through Black and White for some reason, but let's just say he did some really terrible stuff to pursue his ends. This is not a great matchup. This could definitely be a problem for me, but I think I might be able to one-hit this thing. Yep, okay, so it didn't even matter. Whew. What else you got, man? I wonder what legendary he has. Bouffalant? I can probably handle Bouffalant with Doggo, right? Because it would also be weak to fighting, correct? I also like, in order to show off exactly how much power and how little resistance like how much power they had and how little resistance they faced in their own worlds. Each of these team leaders that I've been fighting, every single member of their team has been in a Master Ball. Like, how crazy is that? Get it. Doggo finally pulling his weight, man. Alright, what next? How many of these guys have I fought? That would have been 3, right? So, Hydreigon. Okay. Who do I have that could actually do something against a Hydreigon? Bug Zap, probably? Because I don't think Dragon doesn't resist Bug, right? So Bug will hit for super effective against its Dark Half. And this is Ghetsis' signature guy, too. Yeah, you can tank that, buddy. I believe in you. And tanked it well. Alright. I think I've got this. I mean, he has a legendary, I'm assuming. But I also have a legendary, so I don't think it'll be much of an issue. And assuming he doesn't have another full restore, it'll attack me one more time, and then I'll finish it off. Alright. I wonder if they even have few healing items. Specifically because that also shows how in control they've always been. They've never had to worry about opponents who could actually threaten them, so they don't carry very many healing items. It's just, this Reshiram, okay. So, not my legendary then. It's, N's legendary. Which says something kind of interesting if you think about it. Something I don't really want to think about. Alright. Let's try Pupper against this thing. See how he does. And if I have to, I'll bring out Nebby. That's not going to do anything because it's going to be a special attacker, right? Okay. Just extreme speed, I guess, to ensure that I get the first hit and do a little bit of damage. Did pretty solid damage. That's gonna hurt, though. Yeah, more than half, even though I resisted. It was a critical, though. Okay, so that didn't hit as hard as I thought. It was just a critical. Okay. So if this isn't a critical again, then I'll survive. Yeah, alright. Interesting, I didn't expect that. Extreme speed again. I was hoping to get a critical myself. I dodged it, though. Alright, sure. This probably isn't going to knock him out. Nope. But I got him down to like 1 HP. That's pretty good. My Arcanine versus his Reshiram, and I got it down to like 1 HP. Go into Nebby just to be sure. Nebby, take care of this for me, will you? And just to show that I mean business, and as the biggest possible fuck you to this guy as I can send his way, let's hit him with everything I've got. Literally my best attack. Nebby, unleash your Z power. Menacing moon rays, Maelstrom. It's over. Half wanted to turn those beams on Ghetsis himself. I couldn't have been defeated by some random trainer from who knows where. That's cute. It's cute because you don't know. What? I created Team Plasma with my own hands. I'm absolutely perfect. I am perfection. I am the perfect ruler of a perfect new world. You lost. Now please step aside. No, please. Get out of our way. This cannot be possible. I will not accept this. Okay, no. Okay, you know what? Fuck you. I don't even care what you're saying anymore. You tiny intruder. If you value this girl's life, throw aside all your Pokeballs at this moment. You cowardly! Hiro, please, don't listen to him. Shut your mouth. You shut your mouth. What's this? Your Pokeballs are shaking. Could it be that they're shaking with rage? No matter. Throw away all of your Pokeballs right this instant. No. Were you not listening? Or did you simply not understand? Well, you leave me no choice. This girl must... I see you are still dedicated to your own desires, Getsus. You. It's been a while. Oh, hey, it's Weird Tech Nerd Guy. Miss Lily, it is good to see you again. We ran into each other in the lab, perhaps you recall. Mr. Colress. And Hiro, we meet again. Yeah, and nice to see you. Miss Wick sent word that you may need assistance. You'll have to forgive my rudeness, but I followed your trail using an invisibility device I recently invented. It seems Getsus here has caused you quite some trouble. Yeah, as usual. Although it appears this Getsus is from a different world than the one I know. Of course, the Colress of this world. But you have no reason to meddle in my plans. Oh, please. I simply despise you, Getsus. That's enough reason for me, yeah. Get him, Colress. You tell him. No! So is Colress the one who sent the Archie and Maxie back too, then, I guess? It seems like repeated use is not a problem, even with the prototype. I should have known Colress machine number 1102 would work, so it was him. Thank you for helping, Mr. Colress. But what did you do to that man? I simply adjusted his dimensional channel, if you will, and sent him back to his original world. But Getsus is a man with power to match his ambition. He is not someone to be taken lightly. I can only hope that this taste of defeat will keep that Getsus out of trouble in his world. Yes. But turning Aether Paradise back to its original form, with all the different worlds mixing together, it won't be easy, even for me. There is tremendous power of evil at the center of the castle. If we can remove that man's twisted desires, the Colress machine should be able to revert everything back to normal. You mean Team Rocket's boss? If we can do something about him, everything will be fixed? Indeed, Miss Lily, you are a very sharp young lady. I would like to study this castle, however, so I leave the rest to you two. Jeez, he seems to hate Getsus as much as I do. Don't know why, but I'm not going to complain about it. Can you still heal me? I guess there's only one thing left to do then. Find out who this boss is. Deep breath. Mother! Well, well. I had been informed of the intruders, but not that they were kids like you. I had allowed the other bosses to do as they wished, hoping they would be of use, but it seems you have defeated all of them. I'm impressed you got here. So you're Team Rainbow Rockets. Indeed. Team Rocket's goal was to use all the Pokemon and control the world. But now I have a bigger, better organization, Team Rainbow Rocket. And I, Giovanni, am its leader. I know who you are. Is she okay? Mother! Are you okay? Mother, please answer. The President will not awaken for some time. I have used the power of that Ultra Beast to make her sleep. And when she awakens next, she will be a loyal servant to my will. What? How could you? Team Rainbow Rocket will conquer all worlds. We will build an army of UBs. But in order for this precious dream to be realized, we need the technology of the Aether Foundation, the technology of other worlds. But I also appreciate the skill it took you to get this far. I like those who show strength. Why not put that strength to good use in my Team Rainbow Rocket? So I'm going to be perfectly frank with you, man. Everybody else whose ass I kicked today, I have had the pleasure of defeating them and smacking their evil plans down at some point in the past. You, though, you are the one big bad, who I know of at least, who I didn't get to crush personally. I was feeling real down there for a second. I was real pissed off that there was a world in which Getsus actually won. It was really starting to bug me. It was getting to me. My heart was starting to ache. But the thought that I might get to ground the legendary Giovanni into the dirt myself. Finally. That finally I, Hiro, would get to defeat the one big Pokemon bad guy who I've never managed to defeat, who I've never even had the opportunity to defeat. The thought, well, it's keeping me going. So, absolutely not. Ha, of course that would be your answer. This is going to be fun. Having a kid stand in front of me like this, such a thing should never happen. But for some reason, it also makes me feel nostalgic. Which is how we know for a fact that even though it seems like maybe the Rainbow Rocket grunts who are here, maybe they might be past Team Rocket members that he, like, pulled back together and brought under the moniker of Team Rainbow Rocket. Prior Team Rocket members from this world. This Giovanni is not the one from this world. He is yet another big boss who did not have a hero to oppose him. Some people argue this point. They say that he is the same Giovanni from the canon games. Those people are wrong. I'll explain it more if you want. We can have a whole debate about it in the comments. But you're still wrong. Okay. If you insist on disrupting my plans, I will make you feel a world of pain. I've been looking forward to this, man. You have no idea. I've been challenged by Team Rainbow Rocket Giovanni. And he sent out Doug Trio in a Master Ball. That's one of the reasons we know that this isn't the same guy. Because they're telegraphing they're telegraphing that he's from another world the same way they telegraphed that the other ones were. Right? This isn't a great matchup. Sucker Punch, maybe? What's it using? Sandstorm. Okay. Sure. I love this music, too, by the way. I'm gonna let it play for a second. So good, right? Like, just... I love this track. I'm actually gonna go find it and listen to it as soon as I'm done with this recording session. That's how much I love it. I'd actually forgotten. I'd forgotten how good it is, but this is very good. Alright, sorry. Listen to it for a couple more seconds there. I'm ready to keep fighting now, though. Alright, cool. There. Oh, no, it had Sucker Punch, too. And mine failed? Why did mine fail? Whatever. It's using Stealth Rock. Okay, this is actually... It's actually getting bad. Maybe I shouldn't have led with my weakest Pokemon. Still beat him, though, thanks to Super Luck. Whew. What else you got, man? Doggo actually probably wouldn't be a terrible choice to send out right now. Rhyperior. Actually, he kind of would, probably. Alright. Diana. Get out here, please. Let's show this guy who's boss. Ah? I'm, like, shaking. I've been looking forward to this fight so much. I'm shaking. Get it. That didn't even knock it out. What? Dodge Stone Edge, though, at least. That's nuts. How did that not knock it out? Jeez. Hit it. At least the fact that you use the full restore means I get two attacks off in a row, and I automatically win. I still take more damage from the Sandstorm, though, in between, which sucks. Get it. Whew. What else you got, man? Because so far, you haven't impressed me much. Freaking Sandstorm. Go away. Nidoqueen this time. Okay. Who do I have that would be good against a Nidoqueen? Bug Zap, maybe? Attack its poison typing with Dig? Because I still don't know if Levitate works while I'm digging. I guess if it tries to use Earthquake on me, we'll find out, right? Am I faster, though? I am not. That's unfortunate. I survived, though, and that's all that matters. Dodged it. Did way less damage than I hoped. Okay. It's about to knock me out. Nothing I can really do about it. So I'll just take the hit. Okay. Maybe murder with foul play. That's not great. Go, murder. Dang it. Alright. This thing is significantly tougher than I expected. Popper, maybe? Maybe extreme speed will be enough to take it down. Jeez, this thing's rough, though. That might help a little. I doubt it, though, because it seems like this thing's a special attacker. Get it. Which might be why my foul play didn't do much. Poison point? Are you kidding me? Stupid. Alright, what's next? Leveled from that, at least, though, so that'll offset a little bit of the damage I took. What have you got next? Nidoking. Why am I surprised? I don't think Doggo can beat a Nidoking. So I'll just switch to Nebby and get it over with, right? I've had about enough of you, man. Just FYI. Ice Beam, probably? Yep. Good call on my part, I think. Now, what else have you got? Oh. Oh. You have a Mewtwo. That's not great. No more holding back. Oh, it's a Mega Mewtwo, too. Okay, that's great. Don't know how Hiro would know about Mega Mewtwo, but that's still not wonderful. Didn't do much to me, at least. Did it not have Shadow Ball? Because Shadow Ball would have wrecked me. Right? Now, either way, Nebby, use Menacing Moonraze Maelstrom. I knew I was going to screw up the name of that attack at some point. This might actually one-shot it. I hope it doesn't, because that would be kind of anticlimactic. And I need to tell you guys after this is over how I beat Mega Mewtwo in my initial playthrough, because it's different than this. Okay, so I actually completely forgot to tell this story by the end of this video, so I'm just going to interrupt right here at the climax of the battle to tell you what happened in my initial playthrough of Ultra Moon when I fought this guy the first time. Okay, so I had murder in that game also. A different version of murder that I hope to show off in Sword version if they ever add Murkrow to Sword version. And because I wasn't playing a Let's Play at the time, and therefore didn't have to worry about switching out my lead to show off my whole team, I kept Murkrow in the lead for most of the game, because I usually arrange my guys from lowest HP to highest, and he had the lowest HP because he was an unevolved Murkrow, right? Well, she was. It was female in that playthrough as well, but that's beside the point. So, anyway, I get to Giovanni, and I'm like, yeah, this is Giovanni. Maybe having my weakest guy first wouldn't be a good idea. So I actually switched and put somebody else first. And just to be clear, I did not have Nebby with me in that playthrough. And so I fought through the entire battle, and I did pretty well, but my team was a mess. And then Mewtwo comes out, and I did not know that Giovanni had Mewtwo, and I definitely didn't know it was a Mega Mewtwo, which is just the greatest sweeper in Pokemon history, right? So I'm panicking. I'm sending everything I've got at this thing, but it's taking out one Pokemon after another until I just have my Murkrow. And thankfully, he didn't use Stealth Rock in that battle, so I was able to send Murder out at full strength and face off against Mewtwo with my Murkrow's full HP, which you guys, I'm sure, are seeing the problem here. That doesn't mean anything. It's still a Murkrow, right? And his Mewtwo has Aura Sphere, which, while it's not super effective against Murkrow, does neutral damage. And it's a Mega Mewtwo, so even neutral damage is just gonna wreck me, Eviolite or not. So I'm like, oh, this sucks. I haven't saved for a while. I'm gonna have to do a bunch of stuff over again, and then I'm gonna have to fight this guy, and I'm still not gonna be ready when I do. This sucks. But then a miracle happened. He fired off his Aura Sphere, and my Murkrow, who did not have Sucker Punch, it just had another physical dark move, I don't even remember what it was at this point. My Murkrow tanks the Aura Sphere with 1 HP because she loves me so much, and then Super Luck goes off, and I one-hit KO Mewtwo with my Murkrow, and defeat Giovanni with one Pokemon left that only has 1 HP. It is my proudest moment as a Pokemon trainer, and if I could have reconstructed it for this playthrough, I absolutely would have. It just was not feasible to do so. Anyway, on with the video now, please. Let's get this over with. Okay, it did, just straight up. Oh, I guess you could say Nebby took care of that for me. Whew. Okay. That was a truly intense fight. Yep, give me your money. And, get the hell out of here. I see, you have raised your Pokemon with utmost care. It would be foolish to fight such a kid with all my might. Dude, you just used a Mega Mewtwo against me. If that's not all your might, then I don't think that amount of might actually exists, the amount of might you're envisioning. So I'm going to call bullshit and say that that was all your might and you're just trying to save face against the people who hate you, who are the only people here? You're pathetic. Ah, very well. I will leave Aether Paradise in your hands. Yeah, he's just afraid. He's just running away and trying to make it look like he's not. But remember, my Team Rainbow Rocket will never fail. They did already, though. Never forget that. They did, though. They already failed. You already failed. This doesn't seem good, though. What did you do exactly? He seems very confident still. I shall step aside this time. I hope we meet again. Screw off. And it's just back to normal, okay. Maybe that was the Colress machine working? The castle, it's gone. Hey, it's you guys. The Colress machine has been activated, and it restored the mansion to its original form. Which means you've done it. You defeated Team Rocket. Mr. Colress and Mr. Guzma. You took long enough. For a trainer such as you, who can bring out Pokemon's power through your bonds, it must have been very easy. The defeat of Team Rocket's boss seems to have sent everyone who would come with him back to their own worlds. Okay, so he definitely came from another world. Did you hear that? Colress just said it. He came from another world. They went back with him to their own worlds. Like, he would have to go too for that to happen. Like, for the machine to work, for the machine to send him away, he would have had to have come from another world. You guys hear that? As for me, I have decided on the next theme of my research. Well then, I hope to see you again sometime. Yeah, I get the feeling we're not actually going to meet again. Why are the Pokemon in here still frozen? I kind of thought after we redeemed Lusamine she'd unfreeze them. Can she not? Are they dead? I dislike this room even... I dislike this room even more now. I want to leave, please. Mr. Colress. He's a truly great scientist, isn't he? Though he's also very strange. Yeah? Looks like she's okay. Good, she literally just got fixed. Where am I? Lily and Hiro. Madam Prez. Mother. Hiro defeated Team Rocket for us, yeah? Yeah, are you surprised? What? He did? It must have been terribly dangerous. Why do you care? He did. It was really amazing. Well, Hiro, it seems you saved the day once again. I am truly grateful. You actually sound truly grateful, too. Thanks. Mr. Faba! Gah! President, I'm glad to see you're safe. I still feel a bit dizzy, but... What of you, Faba? Are you unhurt? Oh, yes, of course. No need to worry yourself about me, President. I'm just glad you're safe. I'm gonna deck this guy. Look at her face! Look at Lily! Oh my god. Mother, Mr. Faba was... Now, Miss Lily, you must still be rattled from all the confusion and chaos caused by Team Rainbow Rocket. I would never do such a thing as betray the Foundation and fight Team Rainbow Rocket in just to advance my career. Branch Chief Faba. I'm sorry. Maybe he is. Maybe this time he's learned his lesson. Either way, it seems like Lusamine might want to give him another chance. And after everything she's been through, I don't blame her. Oh, Hiro, thank you very much for your assistance in saving Aether Paradise. And Mother is in the medical room now. They're running some checks, but it seems she's going to be fine. Oh, and about Mr. Faba. Come on, Faba, put your back into it. Ugh, why must I be the one doing such menial, mundane chores? Because you suck. Come on, intern Faba, we don't have all day. Intern, please don't call me by that title. I don't think he will return to the position of branch chief anytime soon. Oh, and before I forget, here, take these. Okay, whoa, holy shit. Hiro's getting paid for his labor all over the place in Alola. He does really like it here in Alola, after all. So, this doesn't really surprise him. I imagine Team Rainbow Rocket planned to use those as funding. They hid a whole bunch in the president's room. They're all yours. I mean, you could have kept some of them. Hey, Miss Wick, please help me just a little. Oh, right away. Don't help him. I will see you later. Yeah, see you later. Aether Paradise is back to business as usual. And it's all thanks to you, Hiro, and you. You helped a lot. You gotta stop thinking so little of yourself, man. I was worried about Mother and just terrified of those Team Rocket people. But to be honest, having another adventure with you, Hiro, it was a lot of fun. I agree. I'm really, really grateful. When I do my own island challenge, it would be great if I could do it with you, Hiro. But I guess now, it's time for me to go. I'll see you again soon. Good for her. Conquering Kanto and then coming back here and doing the island challenge. And we do know... I'm flipping off my computer. You guys can't see it, but I am. Just FYI, we do know, regardless of whether we're talking about my crazy hybrid version of these games or just Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, that Lily does at least start the Island Challenge, because when you battle with her at the battle tree, you see that one of her Pokemon has the Gracium Z on it. Ha! That boy had quite some talent. Yeah, fuck off, man. Now, what new world shall I unleash my evil schemes upon? And so he's still out there, which means we could encounter him again in another game down the line, which sounds fantastic. It's such a cool idea, this Giovanni who actually won. And that's it. That's the end of episode Rainbow Rocket, or Rainbow Rocket, episode RR, rather, or Rainbow Rocket episode, as I call it. And you don't get invaded by otherworldly villains every day, do you? And it's thanks to you that everyone's okay. You should be proud, Roto H. Thanks, Rotom. So, there is still some more stuff I want to do, stuff that I decided to postpone until after the Rainbow Rocket stuff. Just because the game pushes you right into the Rainbow Rocket stuff before you can do any of it anyway. So there will be like 1, maybe 2 more episodes that don't have the Rainbow Rocket episode logo stamped onto them, where we go around and just do some other interesting things. Some things I want to show off here in Alola. Just FYI, so you guys understand where in the timeline this is. Hiro kind of bummed around in Unova for a couple of years. Like, the time it took him to complete his journey, plus the time he bummed around in Unova, took a couple of years, which means Lily's been gone because all the stuff prior to that took maybe a year at most. She's been gone for like 3 years. So Hiro is 3 years older here than he was at the previous end of his Alolan journey. And not counting the stuff that I literally just said I'm also going to show off from this game, this is the end of Hiro's story. I am officially retiring this character. Unless something happens, like there's more DLC announced for Sword version or something, I am officially retiring this character as of now. Which means, at least for the time being, there aren't going to be any story-driven Pokemon Let's Plays on this channel anymore. Again, barring that last couple of episodes of this game that I still have to put out. And honestly, I'm not 100% sure when I'm going to put those out. It could be immediately. It could be a month from now. Probably not longer than that. But you get the point. I'm not even 100% sure when those are going to come. This is effectively the end of Hiro's story. And we have seen Hiro go through so much and make so many friends and travel throughout so many places. I'm fumbling for my words here because I didn't write out what I wanted to say here. I just kind of a vague idea. He's traveled through so many places, journeyed through so many places that he kind of thinks of as home. Like, he has a frickin' house back in Sinnoh, really nice house, that he really wants to take Lily to see at some point. Because, and I've been hinting is too weak a word. Hiro loves Lily. Like, he sees, when he looks into his future and he thinks about his future, he sees Lily there with him. In whatever form she wishes to be there with him, he sees her there with him. And she seems to want him around too, going forward. It seems like they want at least some of the same things. So he figures, yeah, when Lily goes on her island challenge, which unfortunately we can't see, he's going to go with her. He sees no reason not to, because at the very least that would give them more time to figure out exactly what they mean to each other, right? But the point is, Hiro has so many places he can go where he's welcome and he feels at home. He doesn't feel like he needs to journey anywhere new anymore. Maybe he will someday. Maybe I will decide to take this character out of retirement someday. But for now, Hiro's done. He's saved the world so many times. He's saved the world from several guys more than once. How nuts is that? He feels like he deserves to retire. He's kind of hinted at this recently, too. He's kind of done with the whole champion thing. He's kind of done ascending to that level and then being expected to just protect literally everyone forever afterwards, wherever he goes. He enjoys the challenge of becoming champion, but he'd like some peace. He'd like to allow someone else to step up now and do the work for him. He kind of understands Professor Sycamore a little better at this point, because if you recall, it was heavily hinted in X and Y, in Y specifically, because that's when we played, that Sycamore used to be someone like Hiro, who was, for lack of a better word, the hero of his time, who eventually moved on from that and wanted something else, and so was on the lookout for someone like the player character who could fill that role instead of him. And while that's selfish, Hiro understands it now. And if there was a previous player character, a previous hero before Hiro, that means there's going to be another one later. Another one's going to come along, right? So Hiro is retired from this point forward. He's no longer I don't even know what you call it, a journeying trainer. He's still a Pokemon trainer because he still has Pokemon, but he is no longer a journeying trainer. I guess what this boils down to is there's going to be more Pokemon stuff on this channel. I do plan to introduce a new character. Someone who can play through games that Hiro can't. Like, maybe I'll start their journey in Pokemon Let's Go. Because that's a game that Hiro can't play. Because that game takes place, like a year after the original Kanto games, and the character there very clearly starts their journey in Kanto. That's something Hiro can't do. And maybe that character will then move on from there to Black and White 2, which is also a game that I can't play as Hiro. Because that is 100% confirmed in canon, a different character than the protagonist of Black and White. And I've already played through White version as Hiro. I don't know. I don't know exactly what form that's going to take, but it's going to happen at some point. But Hiro as a character is done. And thank you so much. Thank you all so much for coming with me on this journey to document the history of this OC who has been important to me for the majority of my life. I could not be more thrilled that some of the people I care about the most in my life came with me on this journey. In the meantime, though, regardless of where I go next with gaming on this channel, this has been AJ22, and I will talk to you guys later.